Hello, my YouTube friends. Check this out. This is a knife from the Philippines. Yes, my homeland. If you didn't know, half of my family hails from the Philippines. All right, so this is available on Etsy. Now, check out the wood on this. That is Kamagong wood. Now, that's Filipino ironwood. Filipino ironwood is a different species than what we call ironwood in America. And it's more rare, for one thing. This has about a 5-inch blade. It is a dagger. It is true double-edged blade, so you got to look into your local laws about carrying such things. Yeah, but that polished ironwood, it looks really, really good in person. I don't know if you can tell just seeing it on a screen, but trust me, it's breathtaking in person. Now that sheath, which is really just a blade guard, right, that wooden sheath, that allows this to be used as a training blade. Right, this is designed so you can use it as a training blade. You know how people use a plastic knife or a rubber knife or a wooden knife when teaching beginners, especially knife defense. Yeah, it's very difficult to train to defend yourself against a knife. And if you take beginners and expose them to a real knife, they're going to get sliced to pieces. All right, so you have to start somewhere. So if you leave the blade guard on, this becomes a training knife. All right, you still got to be careful, though. Now notice this is a Kris style of blade, meaning it's a wavy blade. The European equivalent of that would be a Flamberg. And I'm probably pronouncing that wrong because I am a crude American. I am a Filipino American. Actually, if you go back far enough, I'm Spanish. The De Leon family, which means the lion, we were Spanish sword fighters who landed in the Philippines hundreds of years ago. I got this on Etsy. Here are the stats on this blade. It's got a 5-inch blade length. It's got 9 3/4 inches overall length. It weighs 3 ounces. It is Kamagong wood. It was $50, and it ships from the Philippines. I will include a link to the Etsy seller. Now, the seller of this had very, very good feedback. Always check the feedback when you order from anywhere. Now, this blade is from Luzon. If you see the map here, up north, you see Luzon, right? That's where this blade was made. Below that, you see Manila. That's actually where my people are. That's where my family is from, Manila, all right? It is a huge city. I am talking huge. And when I was 10 years old, I was lighting off fireworks there and shooting air guns there, actually. This is the time in the video where I thank all of you who have made a special effort to leave comments and just engagement. That really helps with the algorithm. So thank you for leaving comments. If you enjoy seeing blades from all around the world, hey, tell me what's up, how you're doing. So did this come sharp? It came semi-sharp. They didn't make it as sharp as they could for a few reasons. You know, a lot of tourists probably buy something like this that, and, you know, people with no martial arts training. So they didn't want people to like cut themselves too badly. And also just because it's a narrow dagger, it's a stabber, right? But as far as the steel, they didn't say the steel. I would guess it's probably 440A because one, you can get that steel for a relatively low price, so that's why this is not that expensive. Now, different steels will take a satin finish differently, and the satin finish on this looks exactly the same as that on some of my K-bar hunting knives that are 440A. So that's my guess. Final thoughts on this? Well, I'm very jazzed to be able to get something from my homeland available in America. You know, I have a Dagger Kris dagger that was like $550, right? And hey, if you want to spend more, you can. But this is just a cool thing. I don't think people are going into combat with this. This is for people who have fond memories of the Philippines and want something from there.